In our never-ending search to find unusual dining destinations around the state, we take you to Cleveland, down in the southeastern part of our state. Ken Wilshire has made a discovery there. It's actually a little taste of the Wild West with all the ambiance to go with it. A place with an unusual name, too, the Bald Headed Bistro.
It's located in a renovated 1960s shopping mall in Cleveland, Tennessee. It's so unique that they just had to give it a catchy name, so it's called the Bald Headed Bistro. And this city of 45,000 residents certainly was looking for someone or something like this to save the old mall, as well as to remember its significance to the city's development. So what a welcome surprise it was when the bistro came to town. The massive log structure's architectural theme outside continues throughout the restaurant's interior. There are almost 250 of these old logs, giving an incredibly rustic charm to the bistro. Its new owner is Will Jones. He acquired it from his father, Cleveland businessman Alan Jones.
The logs came off of a ranch in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, the Crescent H Ranch. In 2002, there was the Green Knolls fire. It's a forest fire that came right to the back of, we had several cabins we would rent there, and it came right to the back, and we thought we were going to lose the whole ranch out there. But after that, we're trying to figure out what to do with them, and what we did is we got an idea to just cut them down, treat them, sand them down, and have them presentable for a restaurant. And we shipped all 238 logs here, hung them on the walls. It looks great.
Award-winning executive chef Bick Johnson is also no stranger to Cleveland. He was actually the restaurant's first manager when it opened in 2007. While he was somewhat cautious, he never doubted the bistro could be a success in this small city.
I knew Mr. Jones from before, and I knew that he had invested a lot of creativity and money into the place. I knew that he was serious, and I knew that a lot of the people here, because I had been the chef at the country club here years before. I felt like it was going to be a success, but I did not think it was going to be as big a success so soon.
Well, not only was this Western cuisine restaurant welcomed, it was an immediate hit with its gamey menu, custom-aged beef, and an atmosphere shipped directly from the heart of Wyoming.
There was a famous restaurant there called the Snake River Grill that parents were very fond of, and they would go and eat there all the time. They started really enjoying it, so Dad was like, hey, let's just try to open up and do the same thing back at home and offer these people a fine Western experience in the heart of the South.
And the food, well, it's definitely not from around these parts.
We started out featuring game, for one thing, and that was somewhat unusual for this area. But the response there was very positive, too. People were very curious about game and the health benefits of things like bison and elk, with the low cholesterol, low fat content. So those items have been a staple of our menu ever since. Of course, the wood-fired rotisserie is the other thing that makes our brand what it is, because it's sort of a traditional Western means of cooking, with the Western campfire, etc.
People really enjoy it. They really care for our filet. It's a tenderloin put on the rotisserie with our dry rub. It's cooked for several hours over the smoke to give a flavor, and they'll cut it into the certain amount of ounces that steak is to order. It really gives it a special, unique flavor.
Chef Johnson has created an abundance of tasty dishes to fill the menu that's as endless as a bright blue Wyoming sky.
We make everything from scratch, and all of our sauces, most of our desserts, we bake our own bread. We get the finest ingredients, the freshest ingredients that we possibly can, and it comes through, and the care in which all of our chefs put into the dishes and the pride they have in their craft, I think makes a big difference too. And all of that, filters to the dish itself.
Its Western fare is garnished with a Western flair, not only created with the logs, but with the animal mounts on the walls. Will says it's all part of the ambiance the family wants each guest to experience when they dine at the bistro.
We have a grand slam here of the Rams, which is a big deal. People come in and see that and think that we've been on some wild goose chase up the mountain to kill all the Rams to match, but we just purchased them.
And for a feel of the really, really old Wild West, when Wyoming was covered by ocean waters millions of years ago, the Jones acquired prehistoric fossils that now decorate the bar and other parts of the restaurant.
Yeah, the bar is 55 million years old. It's from southern Wyoming. It was a lot of work to get it fitted in here and cut. We've shipped it back 2 or 3 times back from Wyoming just to have parts measured and make sure everything's perfect. Many people don't realize they're eating on such an old piece there on the bar.
And I think most people leave with the attitude that they've been entertained and they've had a great experience, and it's been, a wonderful time. They keep coming back.
So, like the mythical bird, the phoenix, the Bald Headed Bistro has risen from the ashes of a Wyoming forest fire to give new life to this old building, as well as bringing good luck to the success of the Jones family and their staff who had the vision to make it happen.